I will tell her to pack her things before I open my eyes. This culture of do you boo.
We interrupt this program to bring you...
This video you're about to watch is an actual interruption. It's not what was planned. It was not scheduled. But fairly means that we have something to talk about, right? And from the title of this video, there is a lot to talk about. Somebody dropped a message for me about a situation and wanted my advice. I was going to respond, but I just felt like this is a message that shouldn't just go to one person. And this is a Nigerian babe speaking. I come from an African background, so I will give you my feedback from that background. Like, okay, without talking too much, let me just go straight to the point, right? I should also say that I don't have all the answers. For some reason, it may look as if I do. It just seems like a lot of people share things with me because there's an idea that I do have all the answers. I don't. This channel, we would all sort of be learning from each other, but I'm certain that I have a school of thought that a lot of people are not familiar with, and I will share that because I'm Christian, and for some reason, my head is screwed on. So I will give you my feedback from that perspective. Oh God, let me relax. I was going to stand up to do this video, but you see, this topic, this conversation, it weak me. If I say anything in this video that you agree with, or you have a second idea, or you want to add as extra contribution, please type it in the comment section. Do not hesitate. What I see is a generation that is doing life alone, and it makes no sense. We need to do life together. I'm going to read out the message, and this is not to shame the person who has sent this message. This is just an indicator that lots of people might be going through the same thing. I do not take it for granted that you would confide this type of information with me and even be looking, hearing what I have to say about it. I completely honor this privilege. Right now, I'm just jamming a lot of big words, but in summary, I appreciate this. So listen to this as my feedback, and yeah, let's just get into it. God. Hi, Claire. Good afternoon. I'm currently cohabiting. Let's stop there. So we're going to do this like a Bible study. We're going to take it little by little. Cohabiting with my boyfriend of 5 years. I have plenty of questions. First, question number one. We've been cohabiting for the entire 5 years. We just started cohabiting. How long is the cohabiting? And why are you in a relationship for 5 years? 5 years? Is there a goal? With every project, there should be an end time or a next phase, and it should be clear to the parties, you know, what's happening. Self-marrying this person. If not, are you intending to cohabit for the rest of your life? Okay, so she goes on, he's a sailor profession, so he's mostly out of the country. Okay, that gives clarity. So he's not really around anyway. We recently moved to a 5-bedroom duplex. Why are you in a 5-bedroom duplex? Are you living with the family? Who else is in this 5-bedroom duplex with no help yet? So I do all the chores like cooking, cleaning, going to the market and whatnot. Some days I leave the kitchen 12 midnight. You know what? Let's go back. 5-bedroom duplex. I don't know whose idea it was. You have to tell us whose idea it was. Some days I leave the kitchen 12 midnight. Why are you leaving the kitchen 12 midnight? And sometimes 1 a.m. in the morning. And other days 10, 11.
Something ain't adding up here. 2 plus 2 equals 4. But this equation seems a bit off.
What do you do for a living? Maybe let's assume that you work and you close work like 8. Why are you cooking for lengthy hours? Like, regarding cooking, you can cook in the weekend, cook in bulk in the weekend. If you're cohabiting with somebody that has so many rules already telling you that, oh, he wants fresh fish, he wants fresh chicken. Sis, if clearly you're telling me all these things because you're not happy, I don't know. Sometimes 1 a.m. in the morning, then other days 10, 11. When I go upstairs to have my bath, he will try to make love to me. Some days I give in no matter how tired I am. Other days I decline, which usually results to issues in the house. When I ask him for money, he says it's now I know his worth, but I always complain of cooking or making love to him. I've decided to leave the relationship. Aha! So guys, if you've been enjoying this video so far, I don't know what you'll be enjoying inside it, because this is a situation, this is a pandemic. But if you've been enjoying it, please give it a thumbs up. Let other people get to see this video. When you thumbs up a video, it means that you're telling the algorithm that a lot of people need to come and see. You are shouting, come and see or come and hear what I just heard. Now we are talking. It's great that that you have decided, because I was not certain if you were asking me. Even in marriage, we have this struggle. So you have not even settled in. You haven't entered into the cocoa of being together and struggling with these things. I think the challenge is our generation wants to experience stuff without having to do the work. You have to do the work and you have to show commitment. You want to earn a $200,000 salary, but you don't want to work. I don't understand what's going on. The essence of having a relationship, enjoying the benefits of a relationship, can only come from a place of commitment. And from my experience, marriage is commitment. It's two people saying, I don't know what the future looks like, but I choose you to do life with. It's not the same as cohabiting. Cohabiting is, I like you, I want to fornicate, and I also don't want to pay house rent. You can't say you want to cohabit somebody until they're ready to marry you. Yeah, when they're already enjoying the benefits of marriage from you, then there is no point. It's just like you run a business and you sell a very expensive item, a diamond ring, right? It costs $3 billion. And somebody walks into your store and says, oh, give me this diamond ring. Let me go and try it out. And then I'll tell you if I want to buy. And they don't tell you how many days they won't try it out with. And you just allow the person to go with the diamond ring. Does it even make sense? Because to me, that's what this is. It means that you clearly do not value yourself. You don't know what value you're bringing. And so you're like, let's test and see how it will be. I don't know why my gender is agreeing to cohabiting, because it's just doesn't make sense. And look, like, marriage by itself is not easy. It's either you are doing or you're not doing. And it's not that you enter marriage and then I'll say, oh, I'm not doing. You have to decide for yourself from the beginning. Is this something you want to do first? We're not seeing things through, and it's just a discipline thing. Like, marriage is hard. As I'm talking to you now, I had a fight with my best friend last night. Was it last night now? And things are still a bit sour. It doesn't mean that my whole world has ended. When you're doing marriage with God, there is no way that the situation is so big it can never be resolved. Why, when you're choosing a partner, you have to choose someone that is dedicated to make things work. But going back to this lady, there are a lot of red flags here, and I would not even solely blame red flags on the guy, because this is also you contributing into the situation in the things that you have offered. If you don't offer something, nobody will know that you can give it in the first place. But if you sing and you carry yourself like somebody that can offer something, it will then be requested of you. When I was dating Aka, I would go visit him in his house occasionally. But I'm a visitor. As I said, I go visiting. I'm a visitor. I will not cook. I will not wash plates. I will not lay your bed. I will not do anything that a visitor would not do when they come to your house. But for me, I set those boundaries from the very beginning, that I'm not going to be doing this with you or for you as your girlfriend. I'm your partner, your girlfriend. I'm supposed to build this friendship until we marry. When we marry, then I can be cooking, then I can be cleaning, and then I can be servicing you, sexually. And so if you're already with a partner that is not empathic, is not showing you kindness, love, in the sense that he can see you tired, he can see you doing all these long hours in the kitchen, and he's not even being supportive, or you have a 5-bedroom, you're cleaning everywhere, and he's not able to immediately get help. I don't understand what this. It's almost as if this entire thing is a joke. I'm struggling to believe that this is real life. There are lots of things that you've done here or that you're doing that I didn't do in my own dating period. I didn't cohabit. I didn't ask for money. I didn't ask for money. I never asked him for money. I can say this, for the entire 4 years that I dated Aka, I never asked him for money. I've decided to leave the relationship because obviously he isn't worth it, or he's just mad. Sis, I think we've come to a close of this video. Clearly, you know what to do. Please, can I hear your own take on this, because I really don't understand how much more I can sacrifice to please him. Have a nice day. So guys, like, it's just crazy, because I don't know what people are actually doing outside. So please, if you have any suggestions for her, please tell us in the comment section. But generally, it's just strange. I think it causes a lot of confusion more than clarity, because there is no dedication like that to make things work. What even happens, like, when he says, oh, this relationship can't work again, you pack up your things and you leave. I feel like it leaves you even with a lot of trauma, a lot of feelings that you don't need for your life and the phase that you're in. All this time invested in someone that clearly doesn't even see your worth could be with someone else who values you. And this is not that time has gone or, oh, too bad, but I suggest you leave the relationship. This is me saying this because if it were my sister that was telling me this situation, I would tell her to pack her things before I open my eyes. and leave that relationship. There's a lot of like healing and self-building that you need to do for yourself. You know, you have this extra time that you have invested in building your capability in cooking. Maybe you want to open a cooking business so that you know at least the time that you are spending is entering somewhere. It's not going to someone that you can actually call a mad person. As you're even calling your partner a mad person, it means that two people are not. So why are we here? I saw a clip on YouTube and I'll just share the audio with you briefly.
Well, let's delve into the philosophy of living together. It's like, okay, we've been going out for a while and we're not fighting too much and we kind of think we might be all right. Or maybe we think this, you're the bloody best I can do for now. And so I'm kind of lonesome and some sex now and then wouldn't be a bad idea. So why don't we just live together and see how that goes? But if someone better comes along on either of our fronts, then why don't we reserve to ourselves the opportunity just to say, well, we're done with this because someone better has come along. It's like, that's the basis for your medium to long-term arrangement, is it? And you tell me you think it's different than that? It's a trial run, that doesn't work. Well, how committed are you going to be then?
Type in the comment section. Let's give the sister a sisterly advice, a loving advice. And if you have anything that you want to share with me, clearly I've shared this as anonymous. You can send me a DM. My Instagram is Idera, and I'll decide if it's something that we can share on here. So we can all just learn about this together. I would be looking at the comment section for your responses because really I want to know your perspective. For people who are actually cohabiting, I need to know why you're doing that. Like, what's the motive? You need to educate us that don't get the idea of cohabiting. And I don't think I would really ever buy into the idea of it. It's not something I would ever recommend to anyone because for me it's just an indecisive decision. It's not here, it's not there. It's a very on the fence, a very lukewarm thing to do. As a Christian girlie that is making this type of decision, you only say where your spiritual mindset is at. You need to reevaluate what you're doing, what your principles are. Are you for the Lord? Are you for His will? Or are you just doing you? This culture of do you boo, we need to understand what we're actually doing, because what are we doing? Yeah, I'm getting a bit, you see I'm sitting, I'm trying to relax. Wow. It makes me just wonder why you're in a relationship. Are you there for his sailor money? Because 5 bedroom and they're asking him for money. Why are you there? Please share this video everywhere. Tell your friends, your mama, and thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all the beautiful comments, the beautiful compliments. But honestly, I appreciate you. I'm blushing. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm learning a lot. I'm building on what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So please keep subscribing, keep commenting. Tell me your feedback. Tell me what you feel like you want me to talk about. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And I'll tell you what you need, what you really, really need. All right, guys. Bye.